Cause this is Pride Month. Pride. Hey, happy Pride Month. Oh, happy Pride. Would you like to help out a great cause? Yeah. Wait, you're that girl who's been talking about Gen Pride all month. Yes, that's me. And we're still raising funds for them. But today I want to talk about Black Lives Matter. Oh, yeah. I heard about that guy who died. That's horrible. Yeah, and it's not even the tipping point, really. Black people live their lives in fear of being arrested and unfairly tried in court, on top of already fearing for their lives in every encounter with the police. But why? They didn't do anything wrong. Why does it? Why are they afraid? Well, it may be hard to imagine as someone not in their shoes, but the system has been unfairly skewed against them for a long time now. Did you know that 1 in 3 black men will go to prison? Well, if they're in prison, then they must have done something wrong, right? And if they didn't do it, then they should be able to, get a speedy trial and prove their innocence, just like anybody else. Not necessarily. They could be falsely accused, or it could just be a huge mix-up. Did you know that most never make it to trial? They're often pushed to take a plea deal where they have to say they're guilty rather than take it to trial and to prove their innocence and risk further incarceration. Well, that's not fair. Exactly. And once they're in prison, the conditions are horrendous, like maggots in their food and being harassed by other inmates and officers. That's bad, but eventually they can get out of prison, right? Well, sure, if they're lucky. But if they were convicted of a felony, then good luck getting a job. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. I see that question asked a lot when I'm applying for jobs. Yes, and while they're in prison, they're actually paid to work cents on the dollar, while the private prisons capitalize on their labor. Wait, what? Let me get this straight. Black people are often targeted by the police, or if they're not killed or maimed, they can be unjustly sent to prison, where they're forced to work and live in horrible conditions. And if they ever manage to get out, they can't get a job or vote. That's a good summary, although it's not everything. Wow, that kind of sounds like slavery to me. Well, how can I help? Well, you can donate to organizations like Campaign Zero, NAACP, and Black Lives Matter. You can educate yourself on what Black people have gone through and are going through. You can march in peaceful protest with others. You can contact your legislator about things that need to change. And finally, you can check in with your Black friends and family and let them know you support them. Oh, I can totally do that. I totally will. Yay! Thanks so much. Together, we can make the world a better place for all human beings. Cheers, Seattle. Cheering for good.